In this 15-part series, we follow award-winning hairdresser Lee Stafford as he takes us into his world. We chart his progress as he sets up and opens a new salon in Brighton.
You don't think that'll look bad? It'll look absolutely lovely.
We see him host a radical recruitment drive, Crop Idol.
Waves of horror, basically. Waves of horror.
And we gain privileged access into the daily life of a celebrity hairdresser.
Thanks very much, guys.
Lee Stafford is the hairdresser.
I grew up in Essex, and I'm Essex and I'm proud. I started cutting hair in my mum and dad's dining room. It was the house that I grew up in as a kid. I cut hair there for 7 years of my career. But my dad kept saying to me, Lee, you can't cut hair in the dining room all your life, son. And he was dead right. So I started looking for a salon, and I started to get really, really anxious because I realised that I couldn't cut hair to save my life. The only haircut that I could do back then was a short back and sides and a quiff. So I became an absolute course junkie.
And despite his lack of formal training, Lee went on to open his first salon.
So I started looking for a shop, and I found this one, and I looked outside originally and thought, God, this is just too big to have a salon in it. But when I actually walked around it, I fell in love with the place. I only had 50 grand to do it up. I should have had £500,000 to have done a salon this size. So I themed it on a haunted house, went looking all round junk shops, boot sales, second-hand places, and hey presto. Right, I reckon you could always judge a place by its toilet. This used to be a cupboard. A year after we opened the shop, we needed a new challenge, so we entered the British Hairdressing Awards for the first time. And again, I only had £1,000. I should have had £10,000 to have any chance of getting anywhere in the awards. We got in the final. Spontaneously, I took my mum and my nan on stage. My mum was crying her eyes out. My nan was 85, could barely walk. Before I could say a word, my friends and family ambushed the stage. It was absolutely mental. A couple of years later, I opened up this salon in Soho with double the budget, and one of my first customers that came into the salon said to me, Lee, if there was a salon in heaven, this would be it. And you can't ask for much more than that. 2002, I was voted most influential British hairdresser of the year by my fellow British hairdressers. You've got to check this out. This is our toilet. I call this the white knuckle ride.
From inside the loo, there's a great view of the salon. However, this is a two-way mirror, so no one can see in.
They call me the Pied Piper of nutters and the lovable rogue of hairdressing. But I'd say I'm just an Essex boy that likes to do a bit of hair. I love a challenge, and I'm living proof that if you're passionate enough, you're hard-working enough, then all your dreams can come true.
Lee's next challenge is to set up his third salon. After an extensive search, Lee finally settles on Brighton, which has had a rebirth in the cool stakes in recent years. He has given himself just 8 weeks to demolish, refurbish and refit the new Brighton premises. But today, Lee is in London. At his West End salon, Lee's close friend Fern Britton is in for a trim.
Half an hour.
Lee has cut Fern's hair since he was the resident hairdresser on This Morning, which Fern presents.
Yeah. You get up at 5 every day. I can imagine getting up at 5.
If I'm not in my pyjamas by 6 o'clock, there's trouble.
Really? So 6 o'clock touch?
Very cross that the news isn't on at 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock's much too late.
Yeah.
Fern is married to celebrity chef Phil Vickery.
How long have you been married, Fernie, baby?
Nearly 4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
And how did you meet one another?
We met at Ready Steady Cook.
Yeah.
We had the party for the 500th programme. We went to London Zoo.
Yeah.
And we went outside, and by the, I think it was the monkey enclosure, we had a bit of a kiss. It was very nice. And I thought, oh, how lovely. And then I didn't hear from him. Yes, I didn't hear from him for 6 months after that. He came out to have a look at my car, because I had a new car.
Yeah.
And I opened the boot up, and I said, just put your bag in the boot. And he said, what, pardon? And I said, put your bag in the boot and get in the car.
You kidnapped him.
Yes, and he said, what? I said, get in the car, get in the car. And I didn't look at him, just get in the car. And anyway, we did. And I took him home and kidnapped him.
And that was it?
Yes.
And the rest is history?
Yes.
Lovely.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
I was very, very lucky.
So on the whole, everything's bloody good, Fernie.
You know, I waited 41 years for life to be as good as it is.
Yeah. Great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is good.
They say life begins at 40.
Oh, it did, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil, Fern and Lee often socialise together and have a shared love of motorbikes.
This was a day we had out. Phil said to Lee, come on, mate, let's go and do motorbike riding in the woods.
In the
Isn't that right?
the wood that he bought.
In the woods. Lee on the back of the trials bike. Lee is then up and down these these bomb holes, which are a sheer drop down and up the other side. And I stood and watched you, and as you came up the other side, you did brilliantly, and then fell off and hurt his fingers so badly. Look, this is a top hairdresser with injured hands. Your hands should be insured for millions.
My nail nearly come off, didn't it?
And now they came, and I sorted you out.
Oh, Fern was such a fantastic nurse.
I was so worried. And anyway, forever, that bomb hole is now called Stafford's finger.
Is it really?
Stafford's finger.
Stafford's finger.
Yeah. And I feel sick every time I go there.
I know. Because the bike went up. I was all right going up, then all of a sudden the revs lost, and the bike just went like that, didn't it? And it fell.
Sheer drop.
Sheer drop. And I was being all like, yeah, I can ride a motorbike, don't worry about me. I got on it, wow, boom.
Before leaving, Fern takes the opportunity to give Lee some advice on his recent split up with his girlfriend.
Relationships go through those terrible peaks and troughs.
Yeah, maybe it's just a trough.
Yes.
Could be, couldn't it?
Could be.
Yeah.
And if you're meant to be together, you will be. So the only thing that's going to make you get her back is if she's seeing someone else.
I don't know, do you think so?
Yes.
That would hurt, wouldn't it?
Yes. Drinking my water. There you are. He's so nervous he's drinking my water. I think I pressed the button there, didn't I? Yes?
Just going to blow this up your skirt, darling.
Thank you.
Is that enough, Bob? Right? Yeah.
Perfect. I can see. That's important. Thank you very, very much indeed. He's not bad, really. He scares people, but he's not bad. Even my mother has had her hair done by Lee, you know.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And your cab's there?
The next day is Sunday, and Lee takes a rare break from work to drop into his dad's house in Essex for a quiet afternoon.
Oi! Come on, wake up.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm going to cut your hair. How's your belly?
Oh, good, yeah, lovely. Get out.
Come on, Duffer. Up you get.
I'm fast asleep. Lovely.
Lee's parents divorced a while back. His dad, Bernie, has since met Keo. Lee's very close friend and photographer Wolfgang and cousin Dave are also there.
So what do you want done?
Well, all the evidence taken out of here. Sides, the back.
But you want to leave the length, though?
Yeah, provided it's not so heavy.
Because the thing is, if we cut all this shorter and this short and leave the top long, it's just good. You got like a newsreader. See, I think you should cut all this shorter.
No, I don't want it short.
No, I think you should cut that shorter.
No.
You're pushing it right over the side and flat, and it ain't the one, mate.
Well, that'd do me.
It's not the one, mate.
Don't worry about it's not the one.
No.
Just
What are you going to do?
No.
What are you actually going to do?
If I start cutting all the weight out of here and all the weight out of there, do you really want this left longer on top and you've got to smarm it across like that?
Well, no, I should have it as
You look like a serial killer. Leave it to me.
Well, if it don't turn out and I like it, we can have a row.
Give him a mullet.
Coming up after the break, the banter between father and son continues.
I need to redefine where my feelings are. And your top's just going there half an inch short.
No, it's not.
Let's go look at your wardrobe. Let's see what clobber I can make.
Lee raids Bernie's designer-packed wardrobe.
Bloody lovely.
And he lets his hair down at the Stafford's Christmas party.
Right, it's an end of a long night. I'm not pissed, but them two are very, very pissed.
Back in Essex, Bernie's haircut is underway.
Right, are you leaving this to me, right?
No, I'm not.
And although Lee idolises his dad, they do tend to argue a lot.
Right.
So when you think about it, the million Chinese, you made a million knives and forks. But years ago, they didn't know the meaning of the word knife and fork.
Yeah, it's different culture, mate, isn't it? They didn't know the meaning of it. They ate with chopsticks.
Yeah, because they didn't.
Well, they weren't like, should we use knife
mate, we're going back hundreds of
Yeah, but
years.
it weren't like, should we use knives and forks like chopsticks?
We'll
We'll use chopsticks because they're cheaper. That's all they ever ate with.
Who eats with two sticks?
I like eating with two sticks.
Well, yeah, we all do, because it's trendy, isn't it? You go down a place in Wardour Street, there's a Thai restaurant, costs you a fortune to go in there, you share a table with 12 other people, and it comes up, and it's like you push it down your throat with two sticks, and you think, Jesus Christ, what I just paid £30 for? Because it's trendy.
I ain't trendy.
Lee has had a major upset recently. A long-term relationship has come to an end, and his family are quick to comment.
We've been getting out for 4 years.
Yeah.
Is it 4 years or 3 years?
4 years.
Well, you have a change, haven't you? Let's be fair.
It wasn't like that. The reality of it was, you know, I loved her, but I wasn't in love with her anymore. And you could talk about this, the cows come home.
That is a real pathetic saying, isn't it? When you think about it, I loved her, but I wasn't in love with her.
Did you say
That's typical something straight out of Hollywood, isn't it?
Yeah,
I loved her, but I wasn't in
No, but
love.
she did not definitely bore me. I loved her, but I wasn't in love with her anymore. And I think everyone can relate to that. And you can either...
You relate to that? You know, you loved her, but you were not in love with her.
Yeah, I suppose a little bit.
Yeah, but it seems like it's a bit of a modern day sort. It's a modern day cop out.
The bottom line is that maybe I need to do this at this point in our relationship together because maybe, you know, I need to redefine where my feelings are for her. And your top's just going there half an inch short.
No, it's not. I don't want it going short, I'm telling you now. Look, you cannot rewrite history. It's history now. Just say goodbye, au revoir. And what else
You should stop now. You're giving her a short haircut, mate.
Shut up. Right, go and have a look.
Have a look. Yeah, was it look like?
Hey! Oh, that's good.
Right.
That's good. No, you look cold.
You look like you should be in the Oasis band, mate.
Oh, well, let's go and have a look.
Look, go on. Remember, you ain't washed it. Right?
You cut it all short on the top.
I got a bit up on the top, yeah. You ain't washed it, have you? I mean, it's all just raw, isn't it?
Okay, then I'll wash it and let you know tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't you ringing me up abusing me.
I'll ring you up. I think it's a bit short on top.
Well, you would.
How much you taken off on the top, Lee?
Only a couple of inches.
In a quiet moment, Lee reflects on his recent split up from his girlfriend.
At the moment, I feel okay, but then I've had a drink and I've been around my dad's all day, and I know I'm going to have to go through it a little bit. I'm sure I can't. I know I'm not going to get away with it this easy, and so. You know, at the moment I feel fine, but I know I'm going to have my ups and downs because you can't spend 4 years with someone and having a really intense relationship and love them that much and walk away unscathed.
Downstairs, Lee's dad Bernie is cooking up some of his own brand sausages.
Good sausage, then. If I say so myself. The sign of a good sausage, or a good seasoning, is eat a sausage cold. You eat it cold, and that's when the seasoning comes out.
Do you believe you make the best sausages in Great Britain?
I don't think. I've tasted everybody else's sausages, And it amazes me why.
Why, you're not a multi-billionaire?
Well, Pete, everybody's different, you know.
But he came from very humble backgrounds. I mean, he's an Harold Hill Herbert, originally. And Harold Hill is where all the Staffords come from, and it's as rough as you like, mate. So, it's rough made good.
Rough made good, as Bernie the Sausage Millionaire's farmhouse illustrates.
You know what, I've never, ever eaten in this room. Ever.
Nor have I. I sometimes sit here in the summer and just sit here, read a book.
This is the dreaming room. For some reason, you dream amazingly in this room. Ah, Willy Wonka midget to live in this house.
You walked into it.
Oh, can I borrow this or what?
No. What for?
What do you want it for? Can I borrow this?
What do you want to borrow it for?
Well, it's still a bit chilly and... Do you wear this? Can I borrow this? I'll borrow this. Right, that's one thing I've got.
This is another room.
Right, let's go look at your wardrobe. Let's see what clock I can... Ah!
You've got to be some sort of idiot to walk into that twat.
Who has lights that low?
Oh, the ceiling's that low.
What have you got here? Is that your little Gucci number that I got you that time?
No, I've got it.
Nah, it's a bit Don Johnson, that, mate.
Oh,
Where did you get that?
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
That is alright.
Oh,
It's a bit straight. He's always bound to have something there that he can't wear because he's a bit overweight these days, and it suits me better than him. Why is that?
Prada.
Prada. He's a label queen, mate. Quite like that. He lent this to me in the summer. He drove me mad to get it back, and he hasn't worn it since.
I do wear it.
You just told me you didn't wear it.
I do wear it.
You don't wear it? Let me have that.
No.
Now, this is a bit of me. Now, I know it's too small for you, because it was too small for Bryn. And that is a bit of me, that.
Looks good on me as
No,
well.
it doesn't, mate. You can't even... No, it's better on me.
No,
come on, I'll have this one, look.
No, you won't.
No, come on, Dave. Don't be like that. You never wear the bloody thing. You never wear this. Let me wear it. Let me borrow it. Look at him. He's full of Prada.
That's
and...
lovely, that looks.
What's that? Yeah, that ain't bad. I like that. Let me try that on.
Won't fit
Try
you,
that
it's
on.
ladies.
That's a bit tight, mate, isn't it?
Beautiful, that. £900, that.
This man loves his clothes.
I've always
spent fortunes on clothes all his life.
To me,
It's only because I've started earning more than him now that I can afford.
Where that one? Marc Jacobs.
That is bloody lovely.
You ain't having that.
Let me try that on. That is lovely.
Oh, no,
He's got a bit of style, the old boy, you know what I mean? He can pick a few winners out. He can pick a few winners out. That's a bit of me, Dave.
Oh, no, it's lovely, isn't it?
Can I borrow it?
No.
Come on, mate. Oh, let me take both.
No, you're not taking
Come
both.
on.
No.
That is a bit of me, mate.
I don't
Look.
care.
I've got a few things coming up. Let me borrow it.
No.
Just borrow it.
No.
For the next couple of months, I've got a few things coming up.
I want to wear.
I'll give it back to you. I'll give it back to you. Let me take both. I've got a few things coming up.
You're not having the Marc Jacobs.
Listen, you want me to look good, didn't you? You want me to look good?
When you want to wear it, I'll bring it up.
Well, I want to wear it.
You're not having it.
I want to wear it.
£500, you're not having
Come
it.
on, don't be a fairy. I want to borrow this.
You're
Right,
not
that's
having
it.
Give us that.
Three things I got.
Lee, I'm telling you, don't take that jump.
I've got both 3 things now.
Lee, I'm telling you.
The night before work is due to begin on the new Brighton salon, Lee gathers his staff for a belated Christmas party.
Let's go, we've arrived.
Lee has 2 key players behind the scenes.
The trio and the
Come on, let's have it.
Let's go. Steve, come on, big boy, let's go.
Rock and roll,
Rock and roll night, here the girls.
Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies, out. March the 1st, and the reason why is I was away the whole of January and everyone else got busy in February, so it's March the 1st, their Christmas party, and it's snowing, look! Couldn't have timed it better.
you guys have voted. The winner, yes, Lee Stafford!
With Lee, what you see is what you get. He's himself. He's laid back. He's nice.
This is the last award, and this is for outstanding achievement throughout the year. And this person walks the talk, runs the extra mile in under 4 minutes. This person is passionate about our organisation, is extremely talented, a true warrior. Put your hands together for the one and only Mr. Steve Swanner!
Now, as you well know, as a company, we all rock. So you're going to come down to make Brighton rock? Okay, let's make Brighton rock. We start work tomorrow, we smash the gaff down and we go rock that.
Right, it's the end of a long night. I'm not pissed, but them two are very, very pissed. And we've got to be in Brighton.
That's easy for you to say.
We've got to be in Brighton at 10 o'clock tomorrow. 11. And 11, whatever it is, and it's now 1 o'clock in the morning. And I haven't even finished, but we're going to be there. Or are we going to be there?
We're going to be there, aren't we?
We're going to be there. So we're going to be there at 11 o'clock. Everything's starting. The walls are coming down, the ceilings are coming down. It's all happening. The project's starting tomorrow.
Coming up in the next episode, Lee doesn't mince his words with Nush from Big Brother.
To be quite honest with you, I think at the moment you're fighting a losing battle.
Okay. Right, cheers.
And as work begins at the new Brighton salon, nerves are already fraying.
Not going nowhere, that's fair.
No. It ain't going nowhere, no, because...
But it's there.
It's there, it's going to look better, don't you think? Or am I just going crazy?
Don't go.
Coming up in this episode, Lee doesn't mince his words with Nush from Big Brother.
To be quite honest with you, I think at the moment you're fighting a losing battle.
Okay. Right, cheers.
And as work begins at the new salon, nerves are already fraying.
Not going nowhere, that's fair.
No. It ain't going nowhere, no, because...
But it's there.
It's there, it's going to look better, don't you think? Or am I just going crazy?
Don't go.
The day has arrived for work to begin on Lee's new salon in Brighton on the south coast. He may have a 200 grand budget to play with, but he's only got 8 weeks to get this empty shell demolished, refurbished, staffed and ready for a grand celebrity opening. But at least he's not alone. Today his two top people are with him in Brighton.
Steve Turner. I mean, we've worked together for 12 years, me and Steve, and he's talented, he's arrogant, he's rock and roll, but again, he's got a heart as big as that. Carlo used to be a real senior manager in L'Oreal. He's married to my cousin, Sammy. Carlo is fantastically cheesy. He's always in a fantastic mood. He is just a man with a big heart, no ego. He's the governor.
Before work begins on the new salon, Lee and his team get together for an early morning meeting.
Come to a real crucial point here. Speak to all the manufacturers. A lot of the, the equipment and furniture in particular have got to be shipped over from Japan, and we're looking at 8 to 10 weeks.
8 to 10 now? I thought they said 8 weeks.
Well, apparently they can't really give us the exact delivery date until the order is placed. we need to place the order either today or tomorrow to guarantee or give us any chance of the furniture arriving in time.
There's no reason why we can't do it today, is there?
There isn't. So guys, just confirm, 14 of these, wonderful.
In green?
In green, and we're looking at 4 of the base and massaging chairs.
Yeah. They are winners, I think.
Cool. 4 stools for the staff. So
Carlo deals with the finance, I'm dealing with the design, you know, Steve's dealing with recruitment, he's going to run the ship once we've got it up and running. So it's exciting, because I'm doing it with people, and it feels much better when you're doing it with a team. Can we just run through this list really quickly, just to find out if everyone's on top of what they should be doing? Reception desk, Dwayne's bang on that. The sofa, again, I've been speaking to Craig. The curtains, they're all on that, the girls down. The George IV high unit behind reception, there's no big rush for that. Tumble dryer, no-brainer.
Now, we're going to get a dishwasher.